my mother, to keep her house in Long Island, rents the house out. Did I go into this?
I don't remember.
Okay,
like,
so she
lets
rents
people come in.
She rents rooms out in the house. And who's renting rooms in houses?
Crackheads.
Drug dealers. So they move into my house. And by the way, if you've ever had your mother rent rooms to cocaine dealers when you're in 8th grade, you know how convenient it is. It's just easy. It's so convenient to buy cocaine at breakfast, which was what I was doing. I was watching a drug dealer flip pancakes, and then we would do lines. So, but it was a good time.
That's what you always say.
It was a good time.
I hear you.
If it was all bad, I would tell you drugs work. Cigarettes work. Cigarettes are like $90. The package is like, it kills you. No one cares. It just, so the drugs don't work forever, and there's other things you should do instead of them.
Yes.
But I mean, this was an era.
But are these people you know of?
Yes, I know them from my
people.
town. I know them from my town. I remember hanging out in my town one day and some guy going, we're going to buy an ounce of weed. We're going to 269 Madison Avenue, which is where I used to live. And I'm like, can I get a ride with you? And they're like, are you buying something there? I said, I live there. And they're like, really? I was like, yeah. Amazing. I would walk into a house and see my mother and big drug dealers from my town. I mean, not the Sinaloa cartel, but big for Long Island.
Yeah, right.
Eating baked clam. And this was the time just of really great baked clams. Really good Long Island seafood. And I would walk in and be like, hi, Mom. Hi, drug dealer I've known for a long time. Eating baked clams. You know, she rented a room to a guy named Dennis, who was not a drug dealer, but he loved to drink. And in my show, the Tim Dillon Show, I've told the story a bunch, and it's become like the de facto saying of my show, Life in the Big City, because Dennis, no matter what you said to Dennis, he would just go, life in the big city. And like my mother said to him once, you know, your kids haven't spoken to you in 5 years. They called the other day, you were drunk and you answered the phone drunk, and they hung up, and now they don't want to speak to you ever again. And Dennis would go, he would have a Burger King cup with wine in it and ice.
Wine.
And Marlboro Reds, and he would go, life in the big city. You know, my mother would go, the house is going to be foreclosed on. You're going to be homeless. Life in the big city. He lived in her van for 6 months after.
6 months?
6 months after. And he would say to us, he'd go, hey, I'm living in a van. That's life in the big city. What was great about this, I'm pretty sure Dennis had never been to a city. He never, other than like Vietnam or wherever he went. But
that's not a city.
That's not a city, but you know what I mean? Like, I think that might have been the biggest city he'd been to. Yeah. But he had a great attitude about the trials and tribulations of life, the waves that hit us all. He would say, life in the big city. You know, oh, you lost your job. Life in the big city. Your brother hates you because he's accusing you of stealing his money. Life in the big city. He was a great, like, I appreciated the way he just
rolled
like,
right off.
He breezed through it all, you know? It really is a way to go. And he died, as most people that are like him do, shark fishing in Montauk. He just clutched his, swear to God, he clutched his heart one day on the boat, and it was over. And these are the things. These are the stories. But so
wait, I mean,
there's
so many goddamn questions here. Is your mom also using at the time?
No, she's not a
really
druggie.
Not.
And she kind of knows that they are doing something.
Does she know you're using from them?
She knows that I'm like smoking pot. She doesn't know that I'm buying it there. She has an inkling that I'm smoking pot, but she's also schizophrenic. So she's all over the place. Mm-hmm. Like, I remember one time we had dropped acid from the guy upstairs, and she was screaming, what's wrong with your eyes? I can't believe, what's wrong with you? And then she just started screaming, I can't believe I'm with all these drug addicts, alcoholic drug addicts. And Dennis just opened his door and said, Patty, it's just acid. Shut the fuck up. He goes, just that. He goes, you'd ruin anyone's trip. Get the fuck in your room. And I went, this guy really is an advocate of mine.